Alright, I'm gonna get started just a smidge early here. I'm set up, and again, if you've seen the past couple episodes on Broken Sword, this is just old enough that it's a real nightmare to get working on a stream. So when it gets working, I like to just jump into it. Alright, I don't remember... Oh, that's right, we went to the hospital. Okay, because I do not remember a damn thing that's happened, because it's been 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, okay. Marquette's in the local hospital. I guess we are going to talk to Mr. Man.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. Dumbass
If you
name.
wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
No.
I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
No, I don't.
This is
I'm
important.
going to keep asking about
I
it.
have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's why we have rules.
I'm not sure if it's been this way on the other streams, but man, these voices seem very, like, I don't know, not recorded
I
well.
think I ought to warn you that Marquet is not what he seems.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense.
He's an Illuminatus!
Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
May
shake
I
my
have
hand?
the honor of shaking you by the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
I'm going to get somebody. I am not showing him the Jimmy. What about this guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, well then you're useless. Actually, have a snot rag.
What do you make of this tissue, sir?
If I were you, I'd have this sample analyzed.
It's not half bad.
Thanks for your help.
I don't think he's going to be of any other use. I am going
Excuse
to
me?
talk to receptionist.
Yes, sir.
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plants. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
I want to find...
I'm here to
this
see
man
Jacques Marquet.
is here
Oh, yes.
and stop his
Are you
hand.
related to our client, sir?
Yes!
Yeah, I'm his long-lost brother.
Yeah.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age. After a mix-up in the nursery at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess
I
not.
figured all receptionists would be, you know, I don't know, dumb.
Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I hope
Gangsters!
not. Can you describe them?
A thin guy who looks like a weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from a zoo.
Have you seen...
Has Marquet been visited by a
Killer
man in a clown costume?
Oh, no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children.
Get him away from
Personally,
the children.
I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice,
He's
the
going to
last
chomp those
person I'd
children.
wanna see.
Get him away.
So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Why don't you...
I'd like to
my
shake you by the hand.
Don't be fresh, young man.
I am neither Will Smith, nor am I from Bel Air. I can't remember. What was this?
Have you heard of the Club Alamut?
No. It sounds romantic, doesn't it?
Man, it seemed like the audio really jumped on that one.
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see.
He's in
He
room.
was on ward B12, as I recall.
B12.
Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh, dear. He's on ward J2. That's
J2.
Nurse Grendel's ward.
Not Nurse Grendel!
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade.
Ooh.
Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock alarm call.
Yeah.
6:10 bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result.
I,
Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's
I'm liking
dog.
this nurse.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
Order to the chaos.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J.
J for J Ward.
How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left. Turn right at the senior consultant's
Grindelwald.
washroom. Right again
The
at the
crimes of the
executive coffee lounge.
Grindelwald.
Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2.
I missed half
Good
that.
luck.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
I
You're
missed half
welcome.
that. I am not smart. I am not smart.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
Hey, Mr. Man.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
No.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Do you let
Why, it's
anything
easy.
get on top of
All
you?
you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
What?
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Okay.
Have
Gangsters.
you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the quarters?
No, sir,
You're very
I haven't.
talky
But
game.
I've got nothing to worry about.
I've gotten used to watching Lance
What's that,
play
Mr. Shiny?
Mist.
You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
Do you drink the soup down there when you're done? Is that why you're
How
so
come
happy?
you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull-through.
Pull through. What? Shake my
Would
hand.
you like to shake my hand?
Not until I've washed, if you don't mind, sir.
Gonna get one of you
See you later.
bastards.
Yeah, take care now.
Okay. So what's this? Oh, that's got to be his cable.
The connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
Oh, I have no reason to be that mean. Okay, so I gotta find executive sauna. Oh.
Oui, monsieur.
Found
Is
it.
this Ward J2?
It is, but you're not supposed to be here. We have strict rules about visiting hours.
Look at my
Can't you make an
card.
exception? I've come all the way from California.
You must speak to the doctor.
I can't wait that long. What if he snuffs it?
You can't talk like that here. This is a hospital. You will have to leave.
You? Huh. How can I do this? Okay, so... Okay, I got it.
The
Okay,
connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
yeah, I'm aware of that. Let's pop it. Oh, fuck you. You know exactly what I'm trying to do.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
Of course I
How
can.
come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Okay, then you're gonna get unplugged, buddy.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Not Mr. Shiny!
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Oh, I think he's dead. Now walk away. You walk away. No! Don't pay attention to him! Get your ass... What's wrong with you? No. Isn't she gonna realize that I'm the doctor? That I was just in here? I should have done this first. Son of a biscuit. Oi! I'm totally not the same guy!
Good afternoon, Doctor. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
How?
Thank you, nurse.
How are these
You
people so
need
stupid?
this, Doctor.
Are you gonna give me a stethoscope?
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile.
She
Thanks.
actually does have a pretty
Could
nice
you
smile.
take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Do you have any clowns on the ward?
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
Oh, that's not nice.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident.
Not the
A
explosion.
silly stunt involving a unicycle. His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good.
You know, most people probably aren't watching it, but she reminds me of the one mechanic on Star Wars Resistance. I think Tamara is her name? I don't know. I just watched an episode this morning. I already
Do you know
forget.
who paid for Marquet's
She
room?
was not very memorable.
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
Want to shake my hand?
Would you like to shake hands with me?
Well,
No, it's okay. Forget it.
What? No! No! What? George! Oh, no.
Thank you, nurse.
au revoir, monsieur.
Oh, she was gonna fall for it. Why?
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem
What,
is you
syphilis?
stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it.
That's why they call me Dr. Funny. What is this? What is this thing I have?
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Have you taken your poop?
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
Probably
the woman
because
in
he's pooping
reception
well.
described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
This guy back here waving needs to fuck off, because, you know...
What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he?
I know that voice.
That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Why do I know that voice?
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, Doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
Well, give him the
I'm going
Jimmy.
to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job.
You're supposed to use that with a stethoscope.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
No.
What?
I'll come back later.
I want to shock an old man to death. Why are you so mean?
Doctor!
Damn it! What do you want now, old fart?
What is it?
You haven't taken my blood pressure.
You motherfucker. You mother... That good enough for you, boomer?
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
Well,
I
Dr.
can't take
Monroe
a
prefers to
satisfactory
take your
reading
blood
while you're
pressure after
excited like
her
this.
skirt blows
I'll
up.
come back later.
Yeah, go away. I don't like you, old man.
Oh, doctor.
Oh my
What
god!
You didn't finish taking my blood pressure.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh,
let's
this is a
try
freaking
again.
puzzle. It's a puzzle of blood pressure. I hate it. It's making my blood pressure go up.
You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I'll come back when you've recovered your manners.
I swear to Christ. I swear to Christ. Don't fuck with me, old man.
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
I'm gonna prescribe you
Will you keep quiet?
about
You're disturbing the other
1,000
patients.
milligrams
I'll
of
keep
potassium.
quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's
not
because
crotchety
he's
old
got
fart.
money, isn't it?
I'll come back when you've dealt with that chip on your shoulder.
You yell at me again, old man. I'm gonna take...
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
I'm going to take this and wrap it around your neck and squeeze it.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet.
It's be-
I'll...
Okay, is there any way... You're getting shocked,
Hi,
buddy.
it's me again. No way.
Yes way! Shock him and shut him the fuck up!
Do you recognize this red nose?
Doesn't that belong to Boissy?
No. I found it in a sewer.
He's a clown, you know. You wouldn't think so to look at him now, would you?
Do you know what this is?
It looks like plaster.
Yes, it is. And I...
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
I'm not really a
How
nightclub
do I
man,
get this man
Doctor.
to leave me the fuck alone?
I'll come back later.
No! No! Damn it. Talk to her. And have her do the blood pressure.
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur?
What is this device?
It's for taking the patient's blood pressure, doctor.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, so I can't do anything with this guy, and this guy is not going to leave me alone.
Hi, it's me again. I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job.
Because you keep wanting me to.
Seems fine to me.
You're...
Boy.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, Doctor. Who is it?
The man
A
who's going to kill you
cold-blooded killer.
if you don't leave me alone.
Have you heard of a guy called Merlin?
No, Doctor.
Do you know what this tool is used for?
I'd rather not, Doctor.
Well, I'm going to shove it in your ass.
Have you any idea what this is?
No, Doctor. I wouldn't even like to guess.
Well, you see, I put chloroform on it.
I'll come back later.
So he's going to yell at me again.
You haven't finished.
Make a vino!
Will you keep...
I'll keep...
I have...
Oh, it's...
I'll...
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave. There's got to be another way. Gotta be another way. You! No! I want you to talk to Blondie McFarts a lot. This man, you see him right here?
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir? Pleased to meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's
What?
right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself,
I'm
Benoit.
lying. You.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here.
Wait,
I
really?
can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean to get my hands
Really?
dirty with a nurse.
Shut
Sure.
up, Benoit.
Okay, sir.
First patient, huh?
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something.
No. No, you know exactly what to use it for.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Shake my hand, Benoit.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
How come?
Dermatitis.
I don't have dermatitis.
I do.
See you later.
Right.
Let's go down a different hallway. Different hallway leads to the same hallway. Okay, I don't have the pumpy thing, so will you leave me alone now?
You haven't finished.
Motherfucker.
Will you? I have.
Oh, God. It's...
I'll.
I gotta talk to Bunny.
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir.
Go take, what's his
Do you
face?
still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Keep it safe until I think of something.
What do you mean, think of something?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. I've never seen him before.
See you later.
Right.
Ooh, motherfucker.
Excuse me, sir.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
No, that's Bunny.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him? He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor.
Why does no one remember my
Oh,
face
that.
from like
Show
10
him
minutes
around.
ago?
Let him see some real suffering.
Okay. Come with me, bunny boy. Why are you so flippin' fucking touchy? Okay, bunny boy. Where did you go? There you are. Yes. Yes.
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Take his blood
You still have that gauge I gave
pressure.
you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Good boy. That wasn't too hard of a puzzle. I mean, it was freaking annoying. I mean, how was I supposed to know there was going to be a new doctor? Do I know this guy?
I'm Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, docteur.
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, doc. Right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been
kind of a
institutionalized
doctor's
to the point of
job.
godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks. Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No, this was a tatty old bear.
How's the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Would you like to shake hands?
What for?
As a gesture of goodwill.
On reflection, no.
Catch you later, officer.
Au revoir.
I still think I should have shocked the old man. It would have solved everything. Ooh, my God. What the? He looks like the
Marquet?
freaking Terminator.
Yes. I am
That picture's a
Marquet.
lot better.
I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting
I'm
for?
not the clown.
Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lahmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassin.
Ah, the old school name. Before they got
Not
rid of
me.
all the H's.
I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place.
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster. Quickly tell him that I have found the tripod right here in
That's gonna
Paris.
go.
Wait, you have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges. They flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them as
Yeah, I got
for
harassed.
Klausner. He has gone off to Syria on
I
a
don't want to go to
wild
another
goose
location.
chase.
They have geese in Syria?
He has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Ah, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter! The door's locked. Help me, officer.
Bust it down.
Stand back, monsieur.
A powerful gun. Well, I know everything I need to know. I
Hello,
like
George.
Nico.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah.
So do I have
Killed
to
in
collect
cold
all 5
blood by a
pieces that are
bogus
on the map?
doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window.
People like getting out the window.
Have you ever heard of the Hashi Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
He had wild, staring eyes and a strong urge to fly. But he had nowhere to
Do you think
fly
the
to.
assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. No way.
Okay. We don't need to go over the thingy again.
Do you want to look after the gem?
No, George. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one? Rosso or Sergeant Mou? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
That's a good question. Museum, cafe. What was the Rue Jerry? Oh.
Hello, George.
Do you think the assassin was responsible?
I don't think besides...
He was pumped. He would... I guess I'd...
Which?
I'll let...
Yeah, we should probably go talk, because this is starting to come back to me. I remember that the inspector was gone last time. He's still gone. Well, poo. I guess I should go to the museum then?
Sergeant Mou?
Yes.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim.
Okay, yeah, I remember this.
Could you just...
One,
Yeah,
their name... See you later, Sergeant.
Okay, so... There can't be anything at the cafe anymore. I'm going to the museum. Aha! A new person to talk to and harass.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
That's me. You want my autograph?
No. I was told you may be able to help me.
Help?
My name is George Stobart. I'd like your
He
professional
looks
opinion.
like
Well,
Daniel
okay,
Jackson when they
shoot.
went back in time to the 60s.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
What's this?
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
Oh, that was on the little tapestry.
That
thing.
explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in
I'm only one
Ireland,
step
in a
ahead of
village
George.
called Lochmarn.
Lochman. That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived. Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
He was too busy trying to
back
get
in
into
the
Rebecca
summer,
Hall's pants.
July, I think.
Let's see.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes. It was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language. Assassini, the assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legend
their
surrounding
name,
the secrets
the
of their
Shashin?
initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
Yep,
I
was
haven't
just about to
finished the
say.
story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
Yeah, but that place still had to exist
How do
somewhere.
the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause.
So,
They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger,
did this game
poisons,
inspire
and
Assassin's
disguise.
Creed?
Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say someone really liked this game over at Ubisoft.
Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point.
I'm fragile, but not that fragile.
Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin, but there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much. Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar
Really?
seal
My
appear on this
initial thought would
manuscript?
be
I'd
one's
love to
the
see
beach.
that for myself.
Aha!
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers,
Do not
diplomats,
call me that.
mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez. How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help,
That's
Georgie.
very actual common knowledge on Templars, but
How
okay.
come the Templars became so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Interesting.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or, if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
No.
Do you think that's likely?
No,
Well, I mean,
not for a minute.
Harrison Ford meant one. And that was real, right? Right?
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah, not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman. This friend who has the manuscript,
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
she lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I can.
He said that very, not rightly.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now, Georgie.
Damn it.
Maybe not.
I want to take
Thanks for
his
your help, Andre.
pulse.
You're welcome.
He's an assassin. He's got to be an assassin.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Do you know anything about
No, sir. No.
the sign on the tree?
Yeah,
Most
we've
you
seen that
no,
before.
it was. He taught me.
Why don't
Blah, 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 blah,
do
blah,
it?
blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we've seen all that.
Thanks for.
Let's leave. Let's go back to Nico. I like Nico.
Hello, George. Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre
Hell!
Oh yeah.
You people are weird
I hope
with
you
your
didn't
time.
mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's
I
not
bet he
often he
was.
gets that excited. He made a sketch of the knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
Was it a Templar family? Maybe?
Do you think the
I don't...
Yay. Okay. So he made the jimmies.
I'd better get back to the quest.
So I'm going to go back there. You! Talk to me! You has the thingy?
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Stop calling me
Hey,
that.
I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
How you got there before I did.
Quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
You don't
We
say.
guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What
Elaborate.
story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
I did not know that.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They are probably long dead.
No. See, I feel like... Do I want to... I'm not supposed to show anyone this except the
Thanks for your help,
Grandmaster.
Andre.
You're welcome.
Back to Nico. Hello, Nico. I don't know why
Hello,
he didn't tell
George.
you all this stuff.
Is there something going on between you and Labano?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but
So get off my case.
But,
let's take another look at the manuscript.
but I like your face.
A knight with a knight's through.
Yeah.
There,
God
but-
damn it.
There's a guy.
Okay.
Just how long have you known Labano?
Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresher.
Oh,
Showed
don't
me
have the
around,
thingy.
that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little less air at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Oh, yeah, I bet you did.
Do you think the assassin?
I don't... Besides,
He wouldn't have.
Damn it.
I'd better get back to the quest.
So where do I go? going... Oh! I didn't even see the new dot. Ha ha! The more phone, eh? Hello?
Excuse me, officer. Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
In real
I
life?
could direct the
Or
traffic.
this game?
The most
Two different
dangerous,
things.
the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key.
I don't know about
I'll
that.
see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Could go in the sewer again. I don't know what good that'd do.
In French, English, and German it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the Knightly Order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine. I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Do you want to, is the point. Ooh, fancy.
I didn't have time to sit around.
Oh, fuck you too, George.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Those things were obviously recorded at 2 separate times. This reminds me of the thing
A
from
stone knight lay in full
Da Vinci
stone
Code.
armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
a hairline crack, huh? Let's fill that crack. Oh, fuck you. Okay, what's
I
this?
didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Yeah, so am I. Doesn't mean I don't know how it works. Surely not. If only we had that little pick thing again. We obviously have to use something. Maybe the card? Okay, so we don't have what we need. Maybe up at the altar?
A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. Somehow, it looked more modern than its neighbor. I didn't have time to sit around.
No, but you have time to bash it. Get your ass over here and bash that seat. Bash it. Okay, I'm wasting my time in here. Something's... I have to do something with that, but it's nothing that I'm currently holding. Oh, sewer time. Is he even going to let me go in it, though? Surely not.
Hey, you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Okay, does this go to the same thing? Yeah, okay. So how do I get rid of Mr. Policeman? Hmm? You watched too many movies as a kid? Well, this time, John Wayne
Hello
does
again.
not roll
Hello
off into the
again,
sunset with
monsieur.
Grace Kelly.
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Why can't I shock him?
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! A prosthetic nose. Very significant.
It is?
No, I am just having a little joke.
Boy.
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy.
No,
I read Hollywood Wives. I know all
that ain't
about
booger
it.
sugar.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Alors, the paperwork. You have no idea.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
What?
Take a look at this.
Ah, an electrician.
How do I get rid of this old man?
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
Hell no.
Then please put yours away.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Yes. I'm a
I'll see you around.
year-old head
Oui,
in with it.
monsieur. I'll be there.
Okay. I have to get into that. There's nothing I can do right now. I'm gonna go to the cafe. See if there's anything here. Shouldn't be, but you never know.
There was nothing of interest.
Okay, let's go back down the sewer. There might be something we missed down here.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Let's go down. I obviously don't have a particular item. Nothing.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah,
Who?
the man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
dad.
yeah,
So,
I've seen this before.
I take a lot of
oh,
Yeah, poppycock. Maybe she knows something about the...
Hello, George.
Nope, she doesn't have anything new.
I'd better get back to the...
Police probably don't have anything. No. So it truly is... Well, museum, maybe? Surely I haven't exhausted everything at the museum.
Attention! Please don't you think it's kind of better? What's the problem? Not just... So what's the problem? They cook their burgers. The amount of organic since they open, that is why.
Well, come over here and open this.
Leave it alone.
Closet?
There's gotta be something in here, right? It has to be. Get over here before he notices.
It is closing time.
Ah, okay. We figured it out.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, monsieur.
I am snooty. Look at this. Pair of,
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna knock this thing over on him and hopefully it knocks him out.
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Is that Nico? Surely not. Oh my god, is Nico a cat
when
burglar?
I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell,
She's a
Nico.
secret cat
I
burglar.
could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats.
Can you wear it again?
And don't call
for
me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Oh, you make me so happy. So very, very happy.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Okay. Okay, move on. There we go. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of people! That's an evil plan.
Excuse me, officer. Shouldn't you be off to...
You
Yeah?
Yay.
which-
We've seen
Yeah.
this.
What do you know about the...
and hanged in their...
Boy,
No, monsieur.
We've
I'll
seen
see you
all this
around.
Stuff.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Talk to the clown and shock
Hey.
him a little bit.
You with the balls.
Nah.
Oui,
How did you learn to be a juggler?
juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist.
a master of the contragravitic aeroballetic mysteries. In centuries past, the
That
courts
is
of the
definitely
coronets of
loser
Europe
talk trying to
and
make
the
it sound more awesome.
jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight.
You're a
Our
jester.
enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Joggler to throw his balls around. I don't think so. That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better.
Yes.
I'll give
Yes.
it a try.
Be my guest.
Give me your balls.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult.
Now I have to pick up my balls.
Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not.
But that hair...
Hi again.
The voice is different, but the hair makes it look like
What is it this time?
Andre.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, their last Grand Master, Jacques Dumoulin, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their
But
hands.
he's a clown!
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
This game doesn't even know how to be funny. A priest. Hello, Mr. Priest.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling.
Yeah.
I have been
Get to the
helping
point.
Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui.
Uh,
Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that. I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
one of these people
Well, the
I've
Pope was right
encountered has
behind
to
it,
be
though.
the Grand Master.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
I've got a medieval tripod.
I don't know why. That just sounds wrong.
How about this for a gem?
It is very beautiful, monsieur. And yet, I feel that there is an air of suffering about it.
Why is that over here?
I thought about using the shake and shock on him, but I couldn't do that to a priest.
Why not?
What do you think of this?
A precious sleeve and valve? What should I think?
Never mind. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I didn't rec-
I still don't have anything skinny. Not really, anyway. But I could combine these two things, right?
Maybe not. I didn't have time to sit around. A row of old pews, beautifully carved and glowing with polish. I thought of all the people who must have sat here over the decades. All those Parisian derrieres, firm buttocks of the young ladies, the flabby flesh of the old men. That wasn't a pleasing image, so I went back to the young ladies. Whoa!
That was kind of weird. Okay, so I'm missing something again. Maybe go back to the museum? Obviously, with the people there, they're not going to let me go in the sewer. How do you get the fish back up there?
Andre. Hello, Georgie.
Motherfucker.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Exhibit temporarily removed."
I think we're probably done in there then. Have we talked to the police? Please be back. No, he's not back. Where do I go then? I actually don't...
Hello, George.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
So we have the gem.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
So we have that.
There's a guy working on a loom. There's a but the a knight with a crystal ball. The knight through my teeth. No. Hey, Nico, shake hands with me.
No chance, Buster.
Damn it.
I'd better get back to the...
Where can I go? Is this gonna take me to Syria? Oh, well, golly gee, mother... How should I have known there was... Nah. It's kind of weird. It showed it like that was important and then just cut away from it. Hello, Mr. Gardener.
I'm no student of architecture, but the little building looked old. I wondered if it was some sort of summer house.
Clearly not. It is clearly an autumn house, you stupid American.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the Countess and myself.
Oh, the Countess. Oh, she's old.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
No, she hasn't won the lottery.
A more cunning man might have claimed that she had.
Oh yeah? They might have, might they?
And that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises. The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
What do you know about the Templars?
See?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
Because he's a dick.
Would you like to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
What do you make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
If I was hawking medical supplies, I can think of better places to hawk them. I'll be going for now.
Adios, senor.
Go over here. Go over here. We're gonna go inside. And we're gonna bother the Countess.
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
He's too busy to notice me, right?
Hey, you.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well,
they could.
No, I guess not.
They could. They ain't gonna walk out.
Consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. I was gonna go over here and fuck with your hose.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
No, you didn't. Yeah, pump that shit. Pump it up.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will send the dogs on you.
My battery's running low. I forgot to plug in my thing. Go back in the game. Okay. So can I go to the summer house?
I'm no student of art. I wonder...
Okay. He doesn't want me to go in the house. I gotta go in the house, right? I gotta disobey the rules. I'm gonna get kicked out.
The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great plan.
Okay. Yeah, these puzzles aren't super challenging. The ones I hate are the what you call it, the word puzzles where you gotta do the cryptics thing.
You.
Who, me?
Come here.
I know this doesn't look good, but
Look, senor, all I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now, please.
Okay, I'm going.
No, I'm gonna go back inside. Fuck you. Going up the stairs before he says anything. God!
Hey!
Oops.
I know this doesn't look...
Yeah.
Look,
Bathroom,
okay.
blah, 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 blah. Okay. Go back inside. So... Surely not. Yeah, I didn't think so either. I'm just saying.
There was no way that I wanted to draw attention to myself.
So how do I get inside the suit? Don't know what to do. Maybe I'm missing something. Should I? No, he's not going to want me to take that off. I can't climb the trellis because there is none. What do I have that would be of any use?
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words Club Alamut.
Oh! Wait a minute. What about the end of the hose? Can I do something with the end of the hose? No, apparently not. Well, shit. Wait a minute. Sneak up on him. No, sneak up on him and electrocute him. Don't shrug your shoulders at me, boy.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
Oh. Okay, so it's similar to the goat puzzle. Got it. You just gotta be quick about it. Up the stairs I go to the Countess. Oh,
Madre Dia,
damn.
who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're
Oh,
not
you
wanted.
see that over there?
Please, if you just listen a minute.
Very well.
Templar.
State your business, Senor Stobart.
Templar business.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The
Get
Knights
out!
Templar.
Get
are
out of my house!
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a
pocket full
lot
of
of
this.
trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why
Like that
should
thing
I
on the
believe
wall.
a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing,
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart.
No,
the Templars
we're gonna say
ceased to
are.
exist centuries ago. And as for the
You
Game of
know
Concheros,
something.
the line died.
She's the Grandmaster.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think.
This
Well,
chess set.
The house
Of course.
is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
Wait,
That chess set is over
What?
600 years
I was
old.
right.
It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody
Didn't I
has
have
any idea where it is?
the chess
No.
piece.
The
Or
children
Nico
had
had a
it
chess
when they were
piece, didn't
taken.
she?
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd
can't
about
see
the
it from
set.
here.
All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission.
Release the
Senor Stobart,
hounds.
if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me.
I'm really not interested, lady. You're a little old for me.
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor.
Are they gonna lock me in?
This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary
They're
with
gonna
the
lock me in.
Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum,
Senor Stobart.
Yeah, I think she means it. She looks sweet, but I think she's gonna lock me in here. I'm gonna follow her in, and I'm done.
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
No, I do not wish to go in. I'm gonna get hit over the head.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th
That's
century
obviously
as the
something.
final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We stick you moldy bastards in the earth crust. Okay.
A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place.
Yeah, I don't think I'm about to get bit. I think I was actually expecting like one of those usual twists and turns, like she was gonna bash me over the head and leave me in here and lock me in here with all the corpses.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
You moron! Push the thingy.
I couldn't climb up there without breaking something.
You push the thing with the
Now
thing.
what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
Boy doesn't even know how to grab a shaft.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey! It's a checkerboard!
Really?
Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern.
But she didn't give me any of the she didn't give me any of the chess pieces.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
Bullshit. You see that thing right there, the little drip on the side? It's at least been lit once.
The mausoleum contained 5 tombs for 5 of the Knights Templar, man-size in marble.
Okay, I guess talk to her some more? We need those chess pieces, lady.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5. 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost
Hung
to us.
and burned?
You lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos.
Well, you can
isn't it?
tell
Yes,
the candle age from
I
the type
hope
of
you will
wax
honor my
and the
desire
smell
not
emitting
to talk
from it.
about
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now.
The more pungent it is, even that far away, you know it must be some sort of old candle. It's simply logical.
You certainly know your history.
What's your opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobart?
Fuck them.
The Templars?
They're bad.
They seem no worse than a lot of the knightly orders.
You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A bane
Yeah, I can't
settled
do a
upon
Nicolas
my family
Cage
at the
very
whim
well.
of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't die. Injustice is one of them.
Okay. So we found the
What's
checkerboard.
the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern, purely decorative.
You are hiding something.
There are
Like we're going to
pieces
put the
of glass
pieces on that,
missing
and that
from it.
thing right there
It's
on the
been
wall is
like
going
that
to open.
since I was a girl.
Mm.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part
This
of the
old
chessboard,
lady would
and
never
the
make it out of an
gaps
escape
are
room.
for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Mr. Stobart!
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
You are showing your ignorance, Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
Also, you know, as Dogma said, you know, she gave birth to Christ a virgin, but to believe a married woman never got down, that's just plain ignorant.
I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time, we failed to realize that
I bet your gardener realized it.
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Gardener's an assassin.
Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were
We're
falling
gonna
away
run to the
from her.
door and the guy's gonna close it.
Lopez, put that hose down and listen. Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set.
Oh, I know about the conspiracy.
Now hurry.
I read and watched the Da Vinci Code.
This is exciting, is it not?
I've also played the Da Vinci Code too. If I can get that running, I'd like to play that. That's a very fun game.
I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
Eh. Stupid
While
mouse.
we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars.
And here we go.
Don
Exposition.
Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
See, but
Plot
he had
twist. They
reckoned
came
without the
out
local
mutants,
bishop.
and they're
Their
the lizard
bishop
folk
envied
waiting to
us our
resurface.
land and determined to
The
use
lizard
the
folk have already
fabricated
resurfaced, and they're
allegiance
running
to
Washington,
destroy.
D.C. Do you know nothing?
Don Carlos was on one of
It's
his
the truth,
scholarly
man.
journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to
Lizard
find
truth.
his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know.
I just want my
The
kids
bishop
back.
denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world.
I figured he
put
went
on
mad
armor
and
and took up his sword and shield and
went to
rode
La Mancha.
out alone. He was never seen again.
Bum, 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 bottom.
Ah, Lopez, you have the pieces.
See, my lady, as you asked.
He removed
Por
one.
favor, Senor Stobart.
Just
Would
look at
you
him.
be so kind?
My
He's got
lady.
the nose of
Calm
evil.
yourself, Lopez. I believe
That's an
Senor
assassin
Stobart's
nose.
motives are pure.
So
Very well,
stabby.
my lady. My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
Strangely enough, that actually kind of looks like my one grandpa.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working
Things
quickly,
you
I found
might
which
hear on
pieces
your
went
wedding
into
night?
Which holes?
Okay. Oh, God. Well, oh. Which way is this facing? Because the pawns would go there, right? Okay, click on any... Yeah. This goes here. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, really? So that's how it works? Well, that's kind of stupid. Wait a minute. You go there. Red in a corner. Red in a corner. There's red in the corner. Ha! Will you just grab the stupid piece? Thank you. Let's see here. Green. Which one's got green in the corner? This one. Yes. I found you. I figured that you would have to place it like it was a actual chess game. This is too easy of a puzzle. Blue in the corner. No. Why did you unclick that? What the fuck's wrong with you? Grab it. Grab it. Okay, so all these have white up there. Except for one. Which one of you? Aha! I found you. Okay. White, red, okay. You, going right, yeah. White, blue, red, no. There we go. Come on, come on. Stop showing me the base and grab it. What are you doing? Grab it. Grab. Grab. Why? Why are you fucking me? Just grab it. Where it wants me to grab it is so fucking touchy.
With the red pieces in place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Wait, what? Oh, I gotta make a checkmate. Come on. Come on! Oh my god. Fucking pain in the ass. Why is your hitbox so shit? You go there. Let's see. My king has to be back here, right? Really? There's no way. The king can't be anywhere else. King can't be anywhere else. Okay. So where's the king then? Where he wouldn't get hit. Oh. Duh. Grab the piece! So that's not it. Because that checkmates him. Almost. Except... no. Okay. He can't go... oh, he can go there. So... yeah, that would checkmate my own piece, wouldn't it? Ah! I have these switched. No, because that's going to checkmate my piece, right? I think I screwed it up. That bishop's in the right spot. That's there. This up here? Or bishop. King's down here. Bishop.
Bingo. I mean...
yeah, okay, so yeah, now he can't get out. Yep. So, what? The Holy Grail?
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that?
It's not Grail.
It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos. Missing for
Don't think he'll be interested. We already got the one.
Go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
She's gonna have a heart attack.
This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure.
Trapdoor. Trapdoor! She's gonna die!
The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same
we're
thing.
side questing
The chalice
this.
is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are
Then maybe we
reunited,
could get
maybe I will.
friendly. Okay, back to the thing.
This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger? She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and Andre.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Okay. So do I have to go back to her house? Follow that lead from... Okay. Konya. And I guess we'll ask him. Do you know the secret of the Templar, Mr.
again, Father.
Totally not the Grandmaster?
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the...
Yeah.
It was a...
We already
oui.
talked about this.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished.
Snitches,
With your permission, I could try
stitches.
polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Should we trust him? He is a priest. I can't save. Fuck it.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
If you... Oh my god, if I fucked up.
Okay, thanks.
Please. Please don't. Please don't steal.
On the end of the staff,
Yeah,
around...
yeah, yeah, yeah. I still don't have anything that fixes this.
The
Guess I'll
priest
fucking-
was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church. I didn't have time to sit around.
Yes, you do. You have nothing else to do. Oh, I gotta look at the names.
A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
Okay, so one of these might be what's-her-face's Don Chalion, Don whatever. Don Chavago.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
What about this one? Nope. Well, there's the one further over here, but I think he's going to say the same thing.
A stone knight lay at the end of a row of...
Yeah. Sunday school dropout. So we still need to figure out
A scroll
how to...
was a symbol of scholarship.
I hope if I walk out I'm not making a mistake. think I'm making a mistake, but I'm gonna leave. You're not gonna let me fuck with this, right?
Hey! You stay.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I'm just looking around, you know.
Excuse me,
Okay,
I'll see you
usual
around.
stuff. I'm gonna leave. Talk to the museum guy, right? What do you know about a
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
He knows nothing.
Thanks
I
for your
probably
help,
should have
Andre.
taken it to him
You're
first.
welcome.
Because I'm going to go back and it's going to be gone, isn't it? Shit. Is he still here? No, he's still here.
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church. The priest was
okay. What this? I mean, this looks so far out of place. There's got to be something I'm missing.
Maybe not.
What am I missing? I mean, I know about the thing. Obviously, I have to get something monkey with this, but I'm not sure.
A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well.
Okay. So
In
there's nothing to do with the altar. We've looked at everything. Can't obviously. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Obviously, not gonna shut.
The priest was still.
So it's he's saying look around the church, but there's nothing left to do here. Except this, but I don't have the tool for it. I'm gonna go talk to Nico. She's probably gonna yell at me and be like, George, you're so stupid. What you do that for? You stupid American, hand out everything. There's nothing else out here. God. Wait a minute.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
That guy has a stick. I could use that stick. Police, I assume nothing. Yeah, okay, flip. What do you want? Do you want the Nico?
Hello, George.
Yep, she doesn't have anything. Surely I'm not supposed to go to Ireland, right? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. What am I missing? I'm still allowed to monkey around in here, which to me makes no sense. Let's see. There's nothing to grab. I know about this alleyway. There's gotta be something. There's something in here I am not figuring out.
It smelled like someone.
Yeah.
I decided I'd had enough of messing with that drain pipe.
No, I don't think you quite have.
There was nothing of interest.
You say that. Why would this still be on the map if it's pointless? Yeah, he has no calls to make. There is no point to this area. The only thing to do would be the museum, which is done. Maybe he knows something about the priest.
me.
No,
I'll see
he
you around.
doesn't know anything. No. Maybe I can insult the clown some more?
You with the
Oui?
No. Wait a minute.
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
No, if so, you would be a much better genre.
Hey!
For a moment, an idea capered around.
How
me
things
with
are
the spotlight
going?
of my attention,
I've seen
but
your
fell down the pothole of abstraction.
Nerd Herd
before
Twitch
I could
channel.
focus on
Things are going pretty well. Just playing through this. I am getting lost. You know, this is supposed to be a little quick 10-hour game, but man, I keep getting turned around on this stuff. Ooh. Gonna do a custom thing for my streaming. Cool. I appreciate that. Let's see. Does he know anything about this?
Does this grease paint mean anything to you?
A red nose? And now, grease paint? You are sure you are not a clown?
Well, I was distracted by the idea again. Caper, caper, caper. Plummet. Nope. Gone again. Have you seen this man before?
No.
This is pointless. This guy
Catch
doesn't
you
know
later.
anything.
Au
I
revoir,
gotta get a
monsieur.
thin thing. Best. All the best games. Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. I picked up the whole series. But for what's supposed to be simple, I keep getting lost. And I do not want to look at a walkthrough. I mean, I have this little hint thing over here, but I'm missing something.
The priest was still busy with the
I am missing some very obvious thing.
A roll of old. I thought all
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, we've seen that. So how it's saying I can there's some slot.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
What? I mean, to me, the powder fits into the crack. Surely not the picture. That'd be stupid. Yeah. What do you want from me? Yes, little boy. Yes. A hairline crack. I don't understand what it's trying to say.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm missing something. Something with these pews. Oh, because I probably have to knock down the pews, which will hit this, which will break it, maybe. Don't know. Don't know for sure. Don't want to use the hinty thing, but I think I might have to. I'm not... The only other thing I can think of is the group outside.
There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that?
What am I missing? This is infuriating. Franklin, not right now, buddy. I gotta do it. Yeah. So am I supposed to assault him with the juggle balls again?
Hi again.
We?
Yeah. We gotta click through this again. I can't shock him.
Does this plaster interest you?
Well...
Forget it. Forget that I asked.
This?
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
You work in a lab.
No, try again.
You steal lab passes?
No. Well, not as a habit. This was a special case. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke?
No, I don't.
In that case, it means nothing to me.
How do I get him? Okay, I understand. I have to get him away.
This gadget is a sewer key.
I do not want it. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not selling it. I just wanted your opinion.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
Okay, I've got to get...
Feast your eyes on this.
Incroyable. Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses upon them.
Oh, that's garbage. Although, now that I think about it, both of the people who had this before me disappeared in mysterious circumstances. And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot and then murdered in his hospital bed. Do you want it?
No, thank you.
I've got a medieval tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. So what?
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Rid of him.
I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Can I get him arrested?
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Wait a minute. No,
I'll see you around.
That's exactly it.
Monsieur.
That's exactly it.
I'll
I've got to go to the
be there.
police and, like, turn him in. Either that or I am massively overthinking this.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Damn it.
No way.
See you later, Sergeant.
Surely not. How do I get him away? How do I get him? I don't understand. Museum. Okay, I'm done in the museum. I want in the sewer, but the clown's in the way. So you wait until nighttime. I mean, seriously, how is this hard? Why can't... I would just wait.
I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list.
I obviously have to monkey with him. Throw it. Oh, maybe I throw the nose at him.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
No, if so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it. What do you know about...
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
No, this...
Look, a red... for a moment, but fell...
Okay.
Catch you later.
I think I know what I gotta do. I gotta add this to his thing, right?
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
The juggler's in the way. Exactly. So I need him. What am I missing?
Excuse me, officer. Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing, and not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you have it.
Damn it.
Does this red... Shouldn't you be...
Yeah, I...
We've seen all this.
What do you know?
And...
Boy... Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
Yeah, I have the same
So
question.
either it's glass or I'm mad? I didn't like to think about that for too long. What do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod. What is it for?
Cameras.
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
No, I know exactly what it's for. You put that on that, and then the light shines down, and something happens.
I'll be there.
Surely I'm not supposed... No. I've got to get him to, like, slip on something, right? Because he's standing on it. I do not understand. I actually do. I am completely lost. I'm not supposed to combine the stuff.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's... Does this grease...
You are...
Well, I was distracted by the... Caper, plummet. No. Gone again. I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
Okay.
No. I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation...
So I'm supposed to put on the nose, and then the cop's gonna be all like...
Okay.
That
now
is
for
obscure
my
for a
secret
puzzle.
Weapon.
And then suddenly the nose disappeared again.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
And left.
and left in a fury.
You left a ball.
Hey! You forgot one of your balls!
Nah!
Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Okay. Now things are playing out. And they're looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing? Let's see if we can figure this out real quick.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily.
So we're going to look at this. We actually don't have too much more going tonight. Chain.
The hook lay in a bed of chain. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templar and something about innocence.
That the Templars were innocent of the crimes
The wall had
that
flaked,
they were convicted
and
of?
anything once written on it had long since gone. The wall seemed in very poor condition. The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
So I gotta do something with that.
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Let's see where this is. Oh, yeah, I'd say this is gallowy. Yep, yep. And the skull mouth thing. There be some evil afoot.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
Okay, so we need the chain of fools. Okay, so let's put that back up, I guess. No. It's gotta be down. What else? Let's see the plaster. No? Plaster has to be used for something, right? Okay, this is all investigation stuff.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
No. No, 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 no. You unclicked what I was gonna do. That's horseshit. Just because you undid something. See, I would pick that up and carry it over there. This. Damn it. And bust down the wall? Yep.
It was time for some brutal destruction. Hey, that's hollow! I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this. There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
Do we want to grab
Here
it?
goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap.
But the chain could. Wow. It actually didn't make me do that in 2 clicks. I'm impressed. So what gearworks are afoot in here? Whoa.
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
What? I've got a feeling we're about to get to a good spot to stop if these
In
are
the beginning was the end.
Look, it's the
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness. In the end will be a beginning. An end to our enemies heralds our new day. Report.
The
The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Nigh. Say your time is nigh.
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging.
You have interrupted a sacred ritual. I think so.
The global population's
or a
belief
corporate
in those
meeting.
that govern it has never been lower.
See that
we have inculcated
stone
the
thing?
sense of
I'm thinking we
immediacy
put
and
the
action
gem
over
and everything on
forethought
that.
and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken sword?
Roll credits.
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is, as a corollary, hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
Professor,
we are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say, our predecessors,
hold on. These are the Templars?
Must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location.
Wait, what?
I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lockmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty?
Will you answer the call of the sacred duty?
Attempted to destroy the order. We lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results.
We gotta reforge it.
Not petty bickering.
So they're Aragon.
Not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already
just finished Death Stranding earlier today and had to watch a 2-hour cutscene.
Excellent. What is it?
I'm not in the mood for cutscenes.
We're not exactly sure at present. Ha! But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Okay, so we need the lens.
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that...
Okay, so we're going to Syria.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing.
With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world!
The princess of the universe. Cool. It's actually a really good spot to stop. Okay, but I'm going to go down first. I want to go down to the center room. And I think I'm going to save it there. Because that was a lot of information. And we're going to investigate this area next time. So let's go screen resolution because of how this game works. I can't do any manipulation outside or in full screen mode. It's weird. Anywho, thank you for joining me. Be sure to check in with the other hosts this week. I believe Tev is trying to finish up Dead Rising tomorrow. Rocket Girl is going to play whatever she's going to play. Probably not Quake again. And I know Zyphon Monsieur Lance is playing Riven on Thursday. Maybe. Well, I assume he is. With the Thanksgiving and everything. I don't know. So, anyway, have a good one. Let me do a little boop boop. Yep, your screen got a little weird. That's just how it is. I will see you next time for more French adventures.